this and a motor coach pulls up, right?
Perfect timing. Ready?
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. I'm Nicole Twigg, Vice President of Tourism Development for Louisville Tourism. It is an absolute pleasure to welcome you to Louisville. I am so honored to be here today on behalf of Louisville Tourism to highlight the vital role tourism plays in strengthening economic and cultural health of our Commonwealth. From the charm of historic Old Louisville and the energy of our downtown to the Urban Bourbon Trail, our nationally acclaimed culinary scene, and of course, our iconic attractions like the Muhammad Ali Center, the Kentucky Derby Museum, legendary Churchill Downs, and the world-famous Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. There are countless reasons why visitors choose to experience Bourbon City. We've had some incredible wins recently that speak to the strength of our destination. Bourbon and Beyond Music Festival, which along with Louder Than Life, just signed a 10-year contract to continue calling Louisville home. Bourbon and Beyond also had a record-breaking year and was just named Pollstar's 2024 Music Festival of the Year. That's an incredible honor that puts Louisville on a global stage for live music and entertainment. The Muhammad Ali International Airport just celebrated its second consecutive record-breaking year for passenger traffic, a clear sign that more and more people are choosing to fly into Louisville. We've also seen the successful launch of a trio of new and renovated visitor centers, including the flagship visitor center that's right here in downtown, a brand new welcome center at the airport, and our new mobile visitor center that's here with us today, each of those offering immersive experience and a way to dive into Louisville's unique culture and hospitality. As the national accolades continue to roll in, many recognize Louisville as a must-visit destination for one-of-a-kind attractions, bourbon, and authentic Southern charm, making it easy to see why Louisville tourism has experienced these wins. But you know, tourism is not just heads and beds. It's a powerful economic engine for our region and the entire Commonwealth. When Louisville succeeds in attracting visitors, the ripple effects are felt across Kentucky. Hotels fill up, restaurants stay busy, and local merchants and entrepreneurs benefit. A robust tourism industry lifts Kentucky's communities. It creates jobs. As a matter of fact, 72,000 jobs in hospitality just here in Jefferson County alone, and it enhances the quality of life for residents and visitors alike. But record-breaking numbers aren't just statistics. They represent livelihoods, small businesses, and vibrant neighborhoods that thrive because of our strong visitor economy. As the state's largest city, and in many ways its front porch, Louisville proudly offers a first impression that reflects the Commonwealth's spirit, heritage, and world-class hospitality. That's why it is so very meaningful to have a true tourism champion in Governor Andy Beshear. Governor Beshear's unwavering support for our industry through strategic investment, statewide promotion, and a deep understanding of tourism's role as economic development has made a true difference. We are so grateful for his leadership and his commitment to keeping Kentucky competitive and welcoming on the national and international stage. With that, it is my great honor to introduce our steadfast partner and tourism champion, Governor Beshear.
Thank you all. Folks, it is great to be in Louisville today, where the Louisville Cardinals are headed to Omaha for the College World Series. where they will join our Murray State Racers, 2 teams in that World Series. We are proud today to be in front of the famous Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory. I want to thank John and the Louisville Slugger Museum team for hosting us today as we share some of the biggest news possible. I think it's easy to say that we're proud that we're Kentuckians. We love showing up for our communities, and we love celebrating our way of life and sharing it with the world. No one does that better than the tourism leaders and the representatives of the tourism industry that I'm joined by today. We're here at the Big Bat, the largest baseball bat in the world, for the largest tourism announcement we've ever had. Kentucky's tourism is experiencing the biggest historic win streak we've ever had, and so today I get to officially announce last year, 2024, was the best year for tourism in the history of Kentucky. It may seem like we've had this announcement before, because you may remember 2 years ago, we announced that 2023 was our biggest, best year for tourism ever, until 2024, when we announced that 2023 was the biggest year ever. And here we are today, back to back to back record-setting years. Let's give all these leaders a big round of applause. Today we get to unveil the tourism report, which shows that last year tourism generated more than $14.3 billion in economic activity in Kentucky. How about that? And something that's so important to us, it supported 97,300 Kentucky jobs. In 2024, we welcomed 80 million travelers. The visitors came into our local communities and they supported our businesses and attractions. And while they were here, they spent $10.1 billion bucks. This success was seen, you can clap for $10.1 billion bucks. We'll take that. This success was seen in every community across our Commonwealth. Lots of communities saw big wins, including some that we have here today. First, our host, Jefferson County, reached the top spot, generating $4.4 billion in economic impact, supporting more than 28,400 new jobs. And I think we got a group from Wisconsin that's contributing to the Louisville economy here today. Our host, the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory, has helped score these wins, connecting with more than 6 million visitors with the history of the game and showing them firsthand how those famous bats are made. This is a must visit for our travelers, delivering an experience that you can't find anywhere else. For starters, where else are you greeted? By the Big Bat, or see the game bats used by baseball greats like Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, or my favorite, Barry Larkin. Other regions of the state are also seeing their tourism boom. Fayette County hit $1.7 billion in economic impact, with more than 11,800 jobs. Boone County saw $1.4 billion in economic impact and more than 6,700 jobs. And McCracken County, we're not leaving out Western Kentucky, $321 million and more than 2,400 jobs. Every county, big or small, works hard to bring in travelers. They bring them from across the country and from across the world. And today we celebrate this announcement together. One Kentucky that recognizes how connected we are, and that when one of us succeeds, we all succeed. From our strong bourbon distilleries, to our small business owners who are investing in our Commonwealth, to our hotel clerks and staff at our attractions and restaurants, we thank them for their hard work. We've got Kentucky artists that make us look good all over the world, like Jack Harlow, the Judds, or Tyler Childers, singing and rapping about their neighborhoods in Louisville, Tvergy, and Pike County. We have literary giants like Wendell Berry, Silas House, and Frank X. Walker sharing unique Kentucky stories. We produce so much world-class talent. You see people like Louisville's own Muhammad Ali, Louisville's own Jennifer Lawrence, George Clooney, Chris Stapleton, Patty Loveless, Bell Hooks. These famous names are known around the world, but today I want everyone to know the names of a few Kentuckians who work daily to make our guests feel right at home. Folks like Lydia Reedus, who works right here in downtown Louisville at the Embassy Suites, booking hotel rooms and greeting guests. Yolanda Danforth Staley, a server at Cole's 735 Main, a restaurant in Lexington. Amanda Middleton, the first person guests see visiting Harlan as they enter the Harlan Center. Travelers have written in sharing how she shows acts of kindness and left them smiling. Joe Cruz, a team member at Audubon State Park in Henderson, Kentucky, who served guests in various roles for 30 years. And of course, the hard-working teams across this great industry, from our DMOs to our attractions, restaurants, hotels, and more. Y'all are the people welcoming these travelers, showing them our way of life, welcoming them to our Kentucky home and suggesting it could be their new Kentucky home. This is a state full of unique experiences and attractions just waiting to be explored. From witnessing the rare moonbow at Cumberland Falls State Park in Corbin, to walking inches from live sharks at the Newport Aquarium, to America's favorite sports car at the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, to eating the country's best chocolate chip cookie at Please and Thank You here in Louisville. To chasing it with a visit to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. There's something about Kentucky that people across the world want to be a part of. And when we open our doors, when we open our arms, they see who we are. The people here today, these tourism leaders, are Kentucky's storytellers. They take a place and they find the story behind it. That's how we end up with things like the Kentucky Joyride campaign, the Kentucky Black Trailblazers experience, and the Western Kentucky Winery Trail. And let me say about that second one, I am proud that this is a city and a state that still celebrates diversity and believes we are stronger because of it. I think about what we've done and what we've done together. We've broken every economic development record, from private sector investment to new jobs to the best 3-year average for wages to our most exports ever to now breaking the tourism record 3 straight years. And what that means is our families are better off. They have the ability to pay the bills at the end of the month. They have enough to take their family on vacation. Listen, we achieve when we don't try to move a state to the right or the left, but we focus on moving it forward for everyone. And these opportunities coming to every part of our state and every neighborhood of these cities are lifting each and every one of us up. And I believe we can continue this progress by working together, not allowing the national division to pull us apart, recognizing that we've been through so much together. We've been through so much adversity, yet we have still achieved over and over and over. And when we create that next good job, it ain't red or blue. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's just good for that family that's going to be supported by it. This administration has worked hard with each and every one of you to get this state to where people are finally looking up to us instead of looking down at us. This is our time with so much opportunity ahead of us, and I want to thank our tourism industry for showing the very best of us to the world. Remember, this new Kentucky Home Initiative is about taking the pride in this place we love. We say we love the dirt we're from, and sharing it to the world with an invitation to join. Part of making sure we get that next business is showing our way of life, and most of the time people experience it through tourism. The goal here is to create that better life for your kids and for mine, and to make sure a kid growing up in Kentucky can dream of anything and chase that dream right here if they choose. So congratulations, Kentucky, breaking another big record, welcoming more people in, making the best baseball bats in America, so much that we can be proud of. And before I turn it over to Lindy, since we're standing in front of a baseball bat, I do have to say, last year, the last pitch in the World Series was from a pitcher from Lexington, Kentucky, Walker Buehler, to a catcher from Louisville, Kentucky, Will Smith. That shows we're pretty talented in sports as well. So now I've mentioned two Major League Baseball players. It's only natural that I turn it over to Lindy Beshear, our Secretary of the Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet, who's just as talented, but in his own way. Lindy?
How great is it to be here today, right on the heels of a YPass graduate becoming a Tony Award winner. You know, we can do all kinds of things here in Kentucky. Each and every day we have more and more Kentuckians putting us on the map. Many of those are just standing right behind us and out here in the audience. But we have so much to be grateful for and to be proud of in Kentucky. So Governor, thank you for being here to help us celebrate this announcement today. I grew up in Louisville. I appreciate how much tourism has exploded here, especially downtown. It's no surprise that Jefferson County tourism continues to thrive, from racehorsing enthusiasts to bourbon connoisseurs, foodies, sports fans, and those seeking a cultural experience at one of our museums, performance venues, or parks. Communities across the Commonwealth are experiencing a surge in growth. As the Secretary of Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet, I have the privilege of traveling across the Commonwealth. I've seen up close how tourism, the impact reflected in many incredible communities and attractions that our new Kentucky home has to offer. And as Secretary of our Cabinet, I want to introduce our staff within the Cabinet. We have our Deputy Secretary, Sebastian Kitchen, and we have folks from the Secretary's office, so if you all would please stand. And the Kentucky Arts Council. Thank you. We are a great team, and we do this together. We're Team Kentucky because we work together to move Kentucky forward on a daily basis. What truly sustains us is Kentucky's tourism. Sustains Kentucky's tourism is our people. While you might find differing landscapes and attractions, there's a signature trait that can be found in every corner of the Commonwealth: unparalleled hospitality. Kentuckians are known for being welcoming and friendly, extending a helping hand to their neighbor and to new visitors throughout their communities. And while travelers may initially visit Kentucky for a concert, a sporting event, they keep coming back because of our people. So I'd like to thank all the folks that are part of that hospitality industry. Many of our tourism commissions, DMOs, and industry partners that are here today. And thanks to you for your commitment and to your communities for making our visitors feel welcome on a daily basis. I'd also like to recognize the Department of Tourism leadership. Commissioner Mike Manget is passionate about our state, and that shows in all that he does. So Mike, thanks to you and your team for your dedication and your tireless efforts on behalf of Kentucky. Of course, I can't talk about leadership without mentioning our governor. We couldn't ask for a more committed leader who truly gets tourism and how important it is for creating jobs in each community. Important for building tax revenue that pays the critical services, important for sharing and preserving our culture, and important for our people. Because tourism is ultimately about folks sharing what is so special about where they live. No one understands that better than Governor Andy Beshear. So Governor, thank you for your unwavering support of our tourism industry. We are thrilled but not surprised to celebrate another record-breaking year under your leadership. And we're not going to stop there. We look forward to working together with everyone here to make further strides in building tourism across our new Kentucky home. Thank you for being here, and safe travels home.
I know it's hot, but just think, it's not raining. And we've had a lot of that lately. Next up, we have Kentucky Tourism Commissioner Mike Manget.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here on another postcard tourism day in the Commonwealth. We're thrilled to break another economic impact record thanks to this administration's investments and the hard work of our staff and local tourism partners. The tourism industry in Kentucky has remained hard at work, creating unparalleled experiences and lasting memories for travelers, and it is paying off. We're thrilled that more visitors than ever are choosing to make Kentucky part of their travel plans. Every decision to explore our attractions, dine in our restaurants, stay in our hotels, and shop in our communities is an investment in the people and places that make Kentucky a one-of-a-kind destination. The effect tourism has on our communities across the state is significant and essential. When we invest in tourism, we're investing in jobs, small businesses, and community growth. Every dollar spent by a visitor helps support local shops, restaurants, attractions, and lodging, and those dollars ripple throughout our economy. Our 2024 economic impact numbers show that strategic investment in tourism is driving real results. It strengthens our communities, supports families, and showcases the best of what our state has to offer to the world. Not only that, but tourism is building pride within our communities. It helps preserve our heritage, fuel innovation, and shine a spotlight on the diverse stories and destinations that make Kentucky truly unique. There's something here that resonates with everyone. It's not just about what we have, but how we make visitors feel. So as we celebrate this milestone, we look forward to inspiring more and more travelers to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home. Thank you.
Our next speaker knows a thing or two about the importance of strong tourism and how it impacts local business. Brooke Vaughn is the owner and operator of that place that makes those great chocolate chip cookies. Please and thank you. She understands that when we support and invest in our local business, we aren't just selling or buying a product or a service, we're investing in our community. Brooke has not only created those incredible cookies, she's also created welcoming spaces where people, no matter who they are or where they're from, can feel at home. Brooke, if you join us to say a few words.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you all for having my cookies and drinks in your hand. That makes this a little bit easier because I did not prepare with a piece of paper. But 15 years ago, I was that kid governor. At 28 years old, I signed my first lease on East Market Street, and 15 years later, we're the best cookie shop in the nation. Thank you, everybody, for that. I will say people come for the ponies and they come for the bourbon, but they stay for the hospitality and how we make them feel. At Please and Thank You, we call ourselves day makers because we get the opportunity. I mean, we have nothing good for you, you know, so we get the opportunity to treat you. You're coming in to treat yourself. And the hospitality that we're able to show in the East Market District, I think, has really just put us on the map, gave us national accolades, and we've become a national brand. We are expanding with franchise this summer. We have a national CPG frozen cookie dough brand, and as a kid that grew up in Louisville, very Kentucky proud. So thank you for allowing my small business to be recognized, and for me being here today with my team, it's like a huge honor. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to welcome Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory President John Hillerick. John's family has been connected to the factory since the 1800s. Let's give him a big round of applause because we're so proud of this place.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's so great to see everybody here. I want to welcome you to the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory and give a special thank you to the governor and his team for being here. Thank you. So, you know, welcoming guests to our museum is what we do every day. It's really at the heart of what we do. And it's not just us. The spirit of hospitality drives everything that happens along this street, along Main Street. The work the governor and his team are doing directly support us, and it's making a real difference in our ability to grow and thrive. When people visit Louisville, they're not just here to see attractions like the Slugger Museum. They're here supporting local restaurants, hotels, shops, cookie shops, and really most importantly, the people behind them. Visitors bring an energy that fills our street and gives downtown the kind of life that makes it a great place to work and live. It's inspiring to see how much energy it brings and shapes our city. Most days when I come to work, and I get lucky to come here every day, I get to look over and see people in the museum. You see kids and parents and everybody laughing and having a good time. You can see kids taking swings, and you can see the ball going over the park. It's just fun to watch them. It transports people back to something wonderful. And on a beautiful day like today, when the sidewalks are full and it feels alive, it's amazing. It just reminds me what a great city that Louisville is. It's really a great city. Since we opened our doors here on Main Street, we've welcomed more than 7 million guests. That's created jobs for our business and helped fuel the success of many others around us. As the saying goes, I know this is one of the themes of Governor Beshear and Kentucky, is that a rising tide lifts all boats. And that's exactly what we see when strong leadership and thoughtful investment come together, like it is right now. The work that the Governor Beshear let that pass through. The work that Governor Beshear, his team, and of course our very own Louisville Tourism are doing gives us the confidence to invest in our people, our businesses, and our shared future. We're proud to be part of Kentucky tourism's story and honored to be one of the attractions that help make Louisville a must-visit destination. So thank you to the Governor, to the Kentucky and Louisville tourism teams, and to the state legislature for continuing to support us. We're excited to keep building on the momentum we've shared together.
Thank you to John, and I also want to recognize, in addition to all the folks that work in the tourism industry that are up here, we have a bunch of our state legislators that have put the dollars up to help move this industry forward, budget after budget after budget. Thank you all. So congratulations to Kentucky. 3 straight years of breaking a record that helps all of our families and all of our communities. Our goal, we can't rest. We want to break it next year and the year after that to make sure we keep this streak going, because we know that helps put food on the table for more and more and more of our families. If you haven't tried a cookie from Please and Thank You, be sure to grab a free one. Also, following the event, the museum will offer tours for you to enjoy. Everybody, today is a great day. In the midst of a lot of craziness that's out there, we're here together celebrating something special that helps all of our people. Life's short. Our job is to do good things and to be kind to each other, and we've succeeded in both today. Thank you all very much.